Hello students, hope you are well. Your studies are going on well. We have already started chapter of work, power and energy. You know that work depends on force, displacement and angle between force and displacement. Therefore, it is always important to know about the force by which work is being done. So we are going to study two important forces today, conservative and non-conservative forces. Hope you are studying and you are taking interest, you are understanding everything. Best of luck. Let us start today's topic. First, we are going to understand conservative force. If work done by a force does not depend on path, the force is called conservative force. The very common example of conservative force is gravitational force. Now let us understand what is meaning of work done not depending on path. Suppose you have to lift a body to height h and different paths are available for this purpose. You can lift the body directly, you can lift the body through inclined plane or through stairs and so on. Keep in mind, here we are not considering effect of friction. You have to assume that friction is absent. I repeat, you have to lift a body of mass m to height h through different paths like direct lifting, inclined plane, stairs, neglecting effect of friction. When the body is lifted directly, upward force applied by you will be equal to weight of the body, that is mg, and displacement is h, therefore work done is mgh. Second case, figure B, the body is lifted through inclined plane. Component of weight mg is mg sine theta, downwards parallel to the plane. So force applied by you will be mg sine theta and displacement of the body will be equal to diagonal of the triangle by diagram. Sine theta is equal to h by bc. So bc is equal to h upon sine theta. I repeat, force applied by you is mg sine theta and displacement bc is equal to h upon sine theta. Force is mg sine theta, displacement is h upon sine theta. So work done will be mg sine theta into h upon sine theta, again mgh. By these two examples, we can understand whether the body is lifted directly or body is lifted through inclined plane. In both the conditions, work done is mgh. Very clearly, work done does not depend on path. Therefore, gravitational force is conservative force. In fact, all the central forces are conservative. Central force is the force which is always directed towards a fixed point or away from the fixed point. For example, planets are revolving around the sun, and gravitational force is directed toward the sun always. Therefore, gravitational force is a central force. Similarly, electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Electrostatic force is always directed towards nucleus. So electrostatic force is also a central force. Similarly, if one positive charge is kept fixed and another positive charge is set into revolution around the first positive charge, the two charges will experience force radially outwards. Therefore, by both the examples, we can understand that electrostatic force is either directed towards a fixed point or away from a fixed point. So electrostatic force is a central force. Similarly, magnetic force is also a central force. Now let us understand non-conservative force. Non-conservative force is the force against which or by which work done depends on path. A very common example of non-conservative force is friction. Suppose you have to give equal displacement to a body through two different paths. In both the conditions, you will see that work done will be different. It means work done against friction depends on path. Therefore, frictional force is non-conservative force. Some more examples of non-conservative force can be given, but these examples are not very relevant here, so being avoided. I hope students could understand. Keep studying. Best of luck. Thank you, students.